Hi, this is Laura Milligan. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Thank you for joining me today as I share with you a video tutorial.
Hi everyone, thanks for stopping by today. I want to share with you a quick and easy tutorial on how I made this card. I used the Up Posie Designer Kit from Stampin' Up! And here's a quick look at everything that comes in it. You get some fabric brads, you get the little tags and some twine for your tags, all these great die-cut flowers and little cupcake papers, that's what I call them anyway, and you can use those to make flowers and just add them to your stamping projects too. They're really cute. The other thing you get with this kit is an exclusive stamp. It says just for you, and you can only get it with this kit. So anyway, let me get started. I am starting with a base of primrose petals, and this is cut 5.5 by 8.5, and I've scored it with my Stampin' Up! Cutting tool cutter, and I've scored it at, I guess that would be 4 1/4. So I'll fold that in half, and then my next layer is a layer of Pool Party, and it is cut 5 1/4 by 4. So I'll just use my snail adhesive and just put a little bit on each corner, and I will tack that in place. The next piece is very vanilla, and I have cut that 5 by 3 1/4, and I'm going to emboss this. So I will pull in my Big Shot here. And to emboss with your Big Shot, well, first I'm going to use this new honeycomb embossing folder, which is one of my favorites, especially since I like bees so much. And I will be using tab 1. So I'll make my sandwich with tab 1, a cutting plate, my embossing folder, and another cutting plate. And you can see that my cutting plates are very well used. I love my Big Shot. Use it all the time. So I'll just crank this through. And let's see how we did. Okay, so there we have our little embossed piece, and I'll bring my card base back in, and I'll attach this quickly to the card front. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so there we have that. And then for my flower, I used 2 of the die-cut Pool Party flowers that come in the kit, and I used the polka dot embossing folder, and I've already run that through just to save some time, but you can see how cute these are when they are embossed. So what I'll do for these is I'm going to stagger them a little bit just to make it look, I think it'll add a little bit of interest. And pull in my paper piercing tool, and actually I'm going to backtrack a minute here. Before I punch a hole in that, I'm going to bring in my little tag. I think these are so cute. I love how they're embossed around the edges. And I will bring in my little stamp, Early Espresso Classic ink, and I'll just stamp that up, ink that up, and stamp it right in the corner here, like that. And now I'm going to bring in my flowers, and I will layer those right on this tag, and I'll use my little paper piercing tool and make a hole through that so that I can attach my brad. Now the brads that come with this kit are white. They're fabric. They're really neat. They come in white and also some larger ones in Summer Starfruit. So for my card today, I decided it would be fun to use one of these fabric brads, but I wanted to add some color to it. So all I did was use my Primrose Petal ink and just dabbed and kind of rolled this little brad into the ink to get it all covered, just to make it a different color. I'll set that aside. You want to let that dry. It dries pretty quickly, but you want to give it a few minutes. So here's one that I've done earlier, and I'm just going to put that through my hole like that. And I am a big scruncher. I like to scrunch my flowers and give them a little bit of depth. So now all I have to do is take this with my snail adhesive and I will attach this to the front of my card, like that. And then I have my little banners that I need to add. So for that, I have cut 2 pieces of, set that aside a minute. I've cut 2 pieces of the More Amore designer paper, and quick and easy way to do these little banners is to just use your square punch and line it up, line your paper up on the corner and punch that out. And line it up on the corner for this one. And I'm just going to tape those together. I'm going to stagger them. I want them to be 2 different lengths. Then I'll put a little adhesive on the back here and just tuck that up and under my flower. And there's my card. So thank you so much for stopping by today, and I'll see you soon.